Hey, hi, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Goat Force Gaming channel, where we play the roguelikes and the roguelites, and hopefully add all kinds of awesome games to your backlog, or your wish list, or your now playing list, or I don't know, whatever you're up to out there. I'll tell you what, we're gonna add to it, and now you've been warned. So lock up your wish list. Lock up your stone tablets where you're out there chiseling away names of games that you're going to try to get to at some point in time. You know what? It's okay. It's all right. Hey, look. We're in it together. We all have lists of games that we're struggling to get to. It's okay. You know what? I'm going to tell you about a win that I had recently. I finished Resident Evil 4 Remake. What a time, folks. What a time, what a game. But I figured out a way to do it. I found some time, I got up a little bit earlier, and just got it in, and I had such a great time knocking out a game on the list of games to get to. Haven't finished a ton of games this year, but the ones I have, they've been great and they've been worth it. Anyway, really long way of saying, hey, how are ya? We've all got wish lists. It's cool. Folks, I am back with more Sea of Survivors, and it is bullet heaven on a boat. And it's wonderful, and it was just released officially yesterday into early access. If you were in our crew last time, you know that we had a pretty decent run. This time we're going to look to do the same. And I'm happy to report that the crew system that we took a look at last time around, where you can recruit crew members that provide some kind of bonus to the ship. Well, I'm happy to say that we've got a crew member aboard named Victor the Undead. And Victor is providing some services at a cost of 100 doubloons a trip. So we're going to find out if Victor is worth it. But Victor is adding some additional projectile range and speed. And so we're going to look to build a very projectile-ish build today, if we can. That's right, we want to get all of the projectiles today. So we're going to add weapons, we're going to have fun, we're going to drink coffee, because gosh, we always do. We'll probably have some food talk today. I feel like it's been a minute on the food talk, you know what I mean? It's been a little bit of a minute. Okay, let's pop that over there. I'm just anticipating that we're going to get a new weapon, and I want all these to be connected. That's why I'm placing those over there. Hey, cheers to you, by the way. I love these bullet heaven games. We can WASD with the left hand while we do the coffee with the right hand. It's a win, you know? All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, Ramstein Spyglass tethered, increased damage by a fraction of the ship's speed. Ram on the ship's bow. All right, so we're going to go with the ram. I'm going to put it over there because we don't need it to be connected to our projectile-ish stuff. So we'll pop that over there, but I like the ram. I think it's quite good. It gives you some additional maneuverability with the boat in case you gotta turn and then slam into a bunch of guys. It just gives you that nice option where you don't have to worry about taking damage from ramming into a group like that. Except for if they hit you on the side. That's a little bit of a thing that happens every once in a while. It's okay. It's all right. We're gonna knock those ships straight to hell, so it'll be okay. We're gonna have the last laugh. Believe you me. So, cheers to you. I hope you've got something good in your cup. I am out here again, Just loving my cup of El Diablo from Intelligentsia with notes of black molasses, cola, and cacao. And I think these flavors just sneak in here and there. I've drank the coffee cold. I've got it warm today because it's in the morning hours still. All right, what are we going to do here? You know, let's go with some additional range. That will continue to pay off, I think. I'd like to take out this ship because they will sometimes drop a helpful passive power-up. But at some point, we are going to have to start moving along as well towards that next weapon opportunity. All right, let's see if we can clip some of these explodies and take out the enemy ship that way. All right, we're gonna go with the increased damage. We'll pop that over here. We're just gonna plow straight through these guys. Yeah, if you'd like to drink like a goat and enjoy the sips that I am right now, I have a link to Intelligentsia coffee in the video description. If you choose to buy coffee via that link, we are affiliated with Intelligentsia. It's quite exciting. That happened this week. And you'll be supporting the channel and the giveaways that we do. But regardless, I hope you've got something good in your cup today. Cheers to you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the support. Thanks for crossing your fingers and toes right now that we get a successful raid on this area because we desperately need another weapon. So this could be a boon for our voyage here. I'm not happy to see these sharks. Let me tell you that. Oh, goodness. All right. It is getting hairy. I like that this game brings the challenge. You know, you can't stop. You're constantly moving. And so that adds a challenge in and of itself. And then you've got the tank controls as far as maneuverability goes. Okay, so technically I could evolve the harpoon by throwing this on top of it. But I think in this case, I want another type of projectile out there. So we're going to do that. And our cannons should also be bouncing off into additional targets as well, taking advantage of the persistence upgrades that we've put out there. I'm going to go ahead and give us some additional max HP as well. And I think what we want to do here is continue to move towards that arrow out there. I wonder if this is actually the upgrade that merchant ship dropped, that we kind of left the area of in favor of the weapons cache. Let's see what's up here. Hey, you know what else is cool? This video that you are watching right now, this one, is rated G. Now, some of you know what that means. Some of you are probably out there going, God, he's talking about coffee, he's in boats, trying to explode other boats. What's this guy on about? Well, the video is rated G for giveaway. Yes, that's right, folks. We are giving away a copy of Sea of Survivors. Double the damage of weapons that do under 50 damage. Increase the fire rate for each missing health. Okay, well, it's very clear that we need to do that, especially right now. Yep, I don't know if we're going to survive much longer, but we're going to try. We're absolutely going to try. So this video is rated G for giveaway, and all you need to do to maybe win a copy of Sea of Survivors is to be subscribed and leave a comment. And then I will respond to one of you on October 20th, and you'll be picked to win a copy of the game. That's it. Let us know what you think of the game. Let us know what kind of coffee you're drinking, or tea, or hot chocolate. I like all of those too. Or what games you're playing lately. Oh, God. You know, I really wanted that upgrade. Okay, so that's okay. We're going to do another run. I planned it this way. So here's Victor the Undead. And Victor has stolen 100 doubloons from us and made it so where we've only brought back 13 doubloons. I know. It's not great. But Victor is helping, technically. Maybe. He claims to be. So we're going to jump right back in here. Now, I still think that I want to start with the harpoon. I think it's just a good starting weapon to go with. And this time, I'm going to go with some move speed right out the bat. That way maybe we can get to some of these destinations a little bit faster without the ships ganging on us. Hey, that worked out super well. Usually you've got to fight a few of them before they drop the map in the bottle. Take a quick sip here. Cheers to you. You know, my wife had the birthday recently, and you know what that means. One of Paula Deen's recipes got busted out in a big way. It happens but once a year, because any more than once would be too much. For real. I know. Why would the goat say that about a Paula Deen recipe? Well, because it's... every slice is a heart attack. In the best way. In the best way. Yes, folks, cheesy bacon meatloaf happened last weekend, and this is a meatloaf that has a pound of beef, a pound of bacon, an entire pound of bacon, and I believe, if I heard right, a pound of shredded cheese. This is the most wonderful meatloaf you would ever have. And clumsily, years ago, I thought to myself, I think I can improve this. I think we can do even better. And I took one of the loaves and I popped it into the smoker for about, 15, 20 minutes, just to give it a little bit of a hint, you know? It was good, but this is something that just simply does not need to be improved upon. Increase damage by a fraction of the ship's speed. Or we could go ram again. I think the ram worked out okay. We're going to go ram. All right, we're going to grab the map if we can. Boy, they dropped that real close to Ramstein's wreck over there, didn't they? So it was good, but I think some foods you just go, hey, this is just perfect the way it is, and it doesn't need to be improved upon. That's the way I feel about this. And yes, it does have the crispy onions that come in the container all over the top of it. How dare you think otherwise? Did we have dollops of mashed potatoes with it? Of course we did. Of course we did. It would be a crime not to. So, I ate my ass off on the meatloaf, and it was tremendous. If you are looking to experience this yourself, what you want to do is go out to the Googles and type in Paula Deen's cheeseburger bacon meatloaf. It's a wonderful thing. Your friends and family will thank you if they like meatloaf. Broken compass, move faster when traveling upwards. Heal 2 health a second. Ooh. Tethered, light enemies on fire on hit. Yes, we are absolutely doing that. And we will want that to be tethered to the next weapon that we get, which hopefully is going to be some kind of projectile weapon. We need to get some health here. Increase turning speed. You know, we'll go with the turning speed. It's a nice thing to have. You can already tell a major difference. All right, I'm going to go crashing right through. And like I say, I'm hoping for a good projectile weapon here, if we can. My brother-in-law couldn't make it this year because they had a sick kid at home. But he was with us in spirit. His wife was still able to come. And they graced us with his homemade salsa. And it is just one of my favorite things. These are all ingredients from his garden. It has such a fresh, bright taste. I ate a ton of it. All right, come on, come on. If we can pull this off, this is going to be a nice little boon here, especially if we end up with a projectile weapon. Okay. Ooh. Nice. Okay, we're going to go cannons just to get something different going. Look at that. Look at those spread out shots. Oh, that's looking really good. Okay. Now we've got to be kind of cautious here because our health is very low. But if we can level up a few times and maybe get some durability. Increase projectile spread, increase damage. All right, we're going to go damage. Turning speed is being incredibly helpful right now. Oh boy. Alright, well, I wanted to swipe in there and grab the map, but we're going to go for it this time. And I don't think it's going to happen. That group is just too close, but I am going to grab this fortitude, because we need it. Now let's see if we can take some of these out. Oh, man. So close. Do we do one more? I feel like we got to go one more. See, we're actually losing doubloons each time. And I think, if I'm understanding correctly, this guy is wanting to get paid more every trip we take, which is not the way it works. I don't think we've had a full performance cycle to properly decide whether he should enjoy a merit increase or not. Do you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. So I can't really buy anything because if I do, I'll go below the amount of money required to have our victor on board. Clara doesn't charge us anything. She's nice. So, all right, we're going to do one more. We're going to hope for the best here. We'll see. I like it in projectile bounce right off the bat. That's kind of nice. Now, do I think the game is a little difficult? Yeah, I do. I'll tell you that I think the challenge itself is what keeps me coming back. And I'm thinking about games like this that I spent a lot of time with and got hooked on. Scarlet Tower comes to mind. Just really, really like that game, and it was punishingly difficult in the beginning, and it made me just keep saying, no, ma, one more game, ma, you know? My brother recently got a Steam Deck and said, hey, man, is there anything you recommend? And I said, yeah, there is, because he's a fan of the Bullet Heavens, turns out. It's fantastic. So I gave him a copy of Scarlet Tower. Okay. Increased critical hit damage, increased damage. Let's go with, well, you know, I feel like we've got to balance a little bit more. Okay. So we'll have to see what they do. Speaking of balance, you know, with the game being in early access, maybe they'll change up some of this stuff. I've noticed that, you know, when I pick up a map in the bottle, you tend to go to the same wreck over and over again. Like, I'm sure this is going to take us to Ramstein's again. And maybe it's possible that I could write down coordinates and just go there myself. You know, maybe that's something I should consider doing. I don't know if these locations are randomized each time. I haven't been paying attention to that piece of it. But I wonder if they'll change that up. I wouldn't mind that being a little bit more random. That way you could get, you know, some new weapons each time. Because we kind of know where this is going to go. You know, we're going to get the ram, I'm guessing. Oh boy, speaking of how this is going to go. Saw that coming. All right, hey, I'm happy to get the level up here. Let's go with increased fire rate. I also think that having more upgrades via the meta progression would help. Some of them are on the more expensive side and are just going to take some time to open up. Unless Victor the Undead keeps bleeding me dry of my doubloons, then, you know, it's gonna take even more time. Getting robbed out here. Alright. So, increase damage by a fraction of the ship's speed. You know what? I'm gonna go with this time. I'm gonna pop it right over there. And we'll see what that does for us overall. I guess we should put some move speed too, because that's going to help out with the pickup that we just grabbed, I would think. Alright, so technically we want to grab that. We want to take out this merchant ship if we can. Alright. Tethered cluster, increased damage. Let's do it. I like when these explodey ships arrive. I think they help more than they hurt. Let's go with that. balancing between offensive and movement and defensive measures this time. Wow. Okay. I wonder if we should continue trying to fight this horde or if we should just say, hey, let's go expand the arsenal and we'll deal with these guys a little bit later. I think that's what we're going to have to do. Increase damage. Yeah, let's do that again. Oh, we got to pick up the doubloons, right? Somebody's got to pay Victor. Oh, man. These guys just snuck up. Yeah, see, those explodey ships are quite helpful. All right, we're going to angle this way. We went out for my wife's birthday as well with family, and we went to a restaurant. It is kind of a chain, but it's an upscale chain type place, I would say. If you've been to Cooper's Hawk, I hadn't been there in forever, and it's a nice place, but that's where she wanted to go. And, you know, I went with the mindset of, I'm going to get some type of burger. I've got a taste for it. Years ago, they had a Vidalia onion burger that I just loved. They'd serve it on that pretzel bread. So good. But then you know what happened? I found that they had a chicken sandwich, a fried chicken sandwich on the menu. Buttermilk, fried chicken sandwich with spicy ranch. And that changed the course of the evening. Merchant Shipwreck. Well, let's see if we can get it off here. This is going to be tough with all the sharks. These are infested waters, folks. Uh-oh. Oh, gosh. All right, well, it's not going to happen that time. We're going to get robbed again. Minus 19 doubloons. Oof. And this keeps going up. I think he's maybe charging us more, but then again, the crew wage is staying the same. So I'm not sure what this means unless that percentage is improving this, which would be awesome. But I'm not so sure that that's what's actually happening. I don't know. Folks, this is a game called Sea of Survivors. It is bullet heaven on a boat, and it's fun. And we're going to give away a copy to one of you. So be subscribed. Hit all those like buttons. Apparently, YouTube is doing something new now where if I say, hey, remember to hit the like and the subscribe, it has some natural language processing where it hears me saying that, and maybe something is going to happen with the buttons. You know, the like and the subscribe buttons. You'll have to let me know in the comments if it does anything. I think they activated it on mobile. So let me know. Let me know. It's usually not a phrase that I say, but they got me curious about it. So you have to let me know. We will give away a copy on October 20th. Be subscribed. Leave a comment. I'll reply to one of you, and we'll get you hooked up from there. We're going to do 100 giveaways in 2023, and we can do those because of you and your support. So thank you for that. If you want to try some awesome Intelligentsia coffee, a roaster out of Chicago, there is a link in the video description. Feel free to check them out. I like it. I'm drinking El Diablo. It's good. There's a lot of different options. I'm sure they're good too. Hey, take care out there. We'll do this again sometime. We'll get together and play a roguelike or a roguelite because, well, that's what we do every time. So we'll catch you next time. Have a great one. See you soon.